Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Had an interesting sort of week through the week. Had a couple of horses run really good races. A couple of fillies were sort of trying to test out over a bit of a trip. Both typically Brazen and Grable was sort of slowly stepping them up. They were sort of aggressive sort of fillies and they were sort of being competitive, but just started stepping them up in distance, which is probably what their pedigree sort of says they should be. And they're just sort of around about the mark. It'll be really interesting to see what they do. We'll probably go up a distance again with them. Little Grable is a really interesting horse because her pedigree probably says she's a mile and a quarter sort of horse, but her temperament really let her down. So we brought her right back to the 1100 metres and 1200 metres, taught her how to jump out, sit off the speed and hit the line. Now she's sort of going back up to the 14 and 1600 metres and she's sort of really starting to learn how to settle. She had a bit of a mishap a couple of starts ago at Warrnambool where she led by a big distance, but other than that I think she's settling really good in her races. She was pretty good the other day. Albeit the winner won pretty easy. I thought she was really tough to the line, so she'll probably go around again this week somewhere and be competitive. Smoking Soldier was okay. He was got onto a real heavy 10 and he sort of ploughed through that okay, but a couple of horses sort of ran good placings without winning, but I think they're probably getting pretty close to the mark. I'll take little scamps to Kilmore today. Interesting, the track sort of firmed right up. It's a good four, which is good. I'm going to jump him straight. I know it's only his second start, but I'm going to jump him straight to the mile. His work here is really strong at the end of that sort of work, so I'm probably just going to shortcut. I'd probably normally give him a 1400 metre run, but just in his work and his temperament's really settled down, and I think he's probably going to get to 2000 metres plus. So I just think the mile at Kilmore suits him. They come out of that nice little chute. He should be able to position into a nice nice spot if he doesn't lick all the salt off my hand first and go from there. But he's a really nice horse. He looks like a real stallion. He's that horse that sort of stands over a lot of ground. So really keen to sort of get him up in trip. So he'll go second up today over a mile at Kilmore. Be great if he could run a place or better there. And then we head off to probably I don't know how quick I'll step him up, but today will tell us a fair bit about where we're going to go with him. The old boy Prince Ziggy kicks off his preparation this time in. He was great last time in over when he got him up to 2400 metres. We really sort of tested it with him and he sort of pretty happy with him in the way he was sort of racing, the old boy. First up 1500 at Bendigo. That should just suit us down to the ground. My fitness is spot on for that. I think he gets in great on the weights with Maddie's claim. Maddie rides him a lot of gallop, so she knows the horse inside and out. Where you going, Zig? So, you know, he'll go great. Bloody $75,000 race, a really good prize money race. And I think it's just ideal to kick him off there. Where he'll end up, I'm not really sure. Probably, I don't know, he might... I don't know if he's good enough to win a Warrnambool Cup, but he might be competitive in a Terrain Cup or something. So yeah, we'll just see how he goes first up. Then sort of second up, we'll probably go over to 2,000 metres. Whether I just want to stretch him straight up to the restricted 2,400 straight away. But he might even make him find himself over, maybe have a little run or two over in Adelaide this time in, because I think that sort of grade, they have those benchmark 76s and that over there, which has sort of got this horse written all over him. I got Runamigo in at Edenhope on Saturday. Not sure if I'll take him yet. He was okay the other day at Maui, and I don't know whether I just need another week between runs with him. He's a 1,000 metre sort of sprinter. There's a nice race at Swan Hill for him next week, so he'll either go around at Edenhope. The barriers aren't out yet, so if I have a good look and he looks like a really winnable race, I'll take him. But if I think there's a bit of strength in the race and he doesn't draw well, you really have to be on speed at Edenhope. So if he looks like a race where he's going to be sort of settled third or fourth, I might just wait and we'll go to Swan Hill next week. Got a little Grable in here at Warrnambool on Monday. It's a 1,700 metre race. I've just been slowly but surely sneaking her back up over a trip. I brought her right back to the sprint distance to teach her to jump out and relax and then finish off. I thought she was really tough in the way she raced the other day, and I worked her like probably a 2,000 metre horse this morning, and she really smoked to the line hard. So I think we can just jump out and give her an easy time early in the race. I think she's going to be pretty strong late, so I'll accept with her at Warrnambool on Monday and just sort of see how strong the race is. Not really sure where I'll head in about 4 weeks. There's a nice little mares race, little restricted grade mile race at Sandown, which might have her written all over it. So how I get her there, I'm not sure, but it's probably smart to sort of maybe give her one run over the mile, see if she runs it before we sort of expose her to a strong race. Big Diamond Luke, got him in a couple of spots. I got him in the Edenhope Cup. I don't think I'll take it. I think the race will be wrong, but I'll just have a look and see when the field comes out. He's probably a sit midfield horse where you probably want something more on speed to go to Edenhope. It was a nice race at Ballarat on Tuesday for him, 2,000 metre 64. Big horse, big track, that probably suits him. He was okay at Ararat the other day. I thought he was fair. I know he ran third, but it was a benchmark 70 and the form out of the race has held up okay. So I just think 2,000 metres, Ballarat, he'll be a big price, but he'll run better than what his price suggests. Taken the shadow roll off him and put a visor on him, and I think that's really improved him and got him really keen. Even you watch him work around there this morning, bowling around there. He last time in he wouldn't have done that, where this time he's a lot more focused and just seems a better horse. Come off a tendon injury last time in, and I think the tendon looks pretty good, so pretty keen to sort of see how he goes. Certainly in the next month, I think this horse is going to win a couple of races for us. So I'll probably run Diamond Luke at Ballarat on Tuesday. Got Miletus here in at Sandown on Wednesday, 2400 metres 64. He ran really competitively in a 70 the other day. Back to 64 should suit him. He's had the run over the 2400 since. His work's nice and strong. He just was mucking around with his tongue a little bit the other day, so we put a tongue tie on him, and if he just relaxes a little bit more in the first half of his race, he should be really, really hard to beat at Sandown on Wednesday. I think he's going pretty good, and even track work rider Nigel said this morning, he said he gives me the same feel as what he was when he was going great as a 3-year-old, so he just might be starting to get back into a little bit of form. I just always like horses once they've had that one run over a big trip, their next start they tend to be even better, so as I said, he's dropping from 70 back to 64 grade, and so hopefully he goes really well on Wednesday at Sandown.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week we'll go with the stable favourite, Prince Ziggy. He'll run first up at Bendigo, over 1500 in the Country Mile series. He's got plenty of pudding on the boy. I think he's 20 kilos heavier than sort of what he raced at last time in, but in saying that he was over 2400 by that stage. So he seems to be going up really good. He looks great. Yeah, as I said, he's got a bit of condition on, but if he runs in, I'm sure that'll come off, no worries at all. But yeah, no, he seems happy, well, fit, and yeah, ready to rock and roll to go the races. So haven't given him a trial. We gave him a couple of jump outs here at the farm. So I think he'll take plenty of benefit from the run, but yeah, he seems to be as good as ever. I think it's actually to the day. It's 3 years since he won the Stony Creek Cup.
Prince Ziggy's in for the fight. He's nothing but game, leads the way. Mr. Monaco can't get to him. Brigadier's coming back. Prince Ziggy in front. Prince Ziggy holds on. What a little line horse he is.
Yeah, I don't know where we'll sort of get to this time in. I think sort of if he's running up first up over a mile in March, the Warrnambool Carnival sort of seems to be the logical sort of end goal. There'll be a Terrain Cup over 2100, so they're sort of the races that we'll certainly plan to get to. Whether we get there or not, we'll have to find out, but that'll be certainly the plan, and yeah, if anything's to go by how he looks at the moment, I think he'd be right on track.
Yeah, that's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Busy sort of week this week getting around. I'm going to go down to the Adelaide sales this week. Haven't gone to the sales. James has done most of the sales so far this year. I mean, myself and Janet and a couple of owners are going over to Adelaide on I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday. So it'll be interesting to sort of see what's over there. The sales have been probably a little bit out of my reach as far as purchasing, so hopefully you go down to Adelaide, there might be a little bit of better buying over there. So a couple of horses we've sort of earmarked down there to have a good look at them. As far as racing goes this week, got a couple sort of half-pie chances, I think. I'll tell you a horse I think that's going well. There's a horse called Diamond Luke. I think he might be a horse in the next month that's sort of going to come right on. He looks well. He's come off a little tendon injury. He raced at Moonee Valley last time in and pulled up with a bit of a tendon, so he's had a nice long break. And I think he's going pretty good. We've taken the shadow roll off him, put a visor on him, and geez, his work here the other day was really, really good for him. So I'm not sure. I've got him in the Eden Hope Cup on Saturday. I don't think I'll go there. I'll probably end up going to Ballarat with him next week. So, but I think he's going okay. I think Miletus is going okay. He drops back to more of a 2400 metre race, a restricted grade, which will probably suit him as well. So a couple of horses there sort of running in pretty good grade that I think will be really competitive over the next week. So hopefully we get a bit of luck. Until next week, see you later. Big Diamond Luke here. Did you get that? Did you get that? I reckon we got it.
looking for. It's bloody brilliant.